Hello witches, wizards, muggles and elves, I'm Min and welcome to my magical channel. Today I'm going to do a flip through of another Wizarding World book by Amazing Artifacts this time. If you haven't checked out my other two Wizarding World book flip through videos, you could check them out in the links on my description box down below. I would also like to inform that if any one of you have yet to watch and read Harry Potter, all of the contents will be a spoiler. So this movie magic book comes with a number of volumes, but the one I got over here is only volume 3. In this book, it comes in two parts. First is the Fantastic Beasts and the second part is Harry Potter. This is how it looks like inside Newt Scamander's shed. In the following page, there will be the introduction of what the production designer, concept artist, the graphic designer, prop maker, visual effect artist and set decorator do in the film. All of them play such an important role to make the film look ultimately magical. This is the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the very first movie franchise. Not the second movie which most of you know as the Crimes of Grindelwald. Here they talk about the magical suitcase of Newt Scamander and how they made it Muggle worthy for the non-match. And then they talk a little more of how Newt Scamander provides various habitats for all his loving creatures to feel more at home. The filmmakers also have a thought through of how Newt and his guests enters his magical case, as well as how he captures his creatures into his case. And of course we can't miss out on Newt Scamander's artifacts. The swooping evil venom that is used to erase the bad memories, and the notes about the creature's observations he jotted down in his journal. Coming to the looks of Newt's wand towards the character itself, as well as the concept of lunar scope that Newt carries, which is an essential item for witches and wizards for getting the right dates for relevant spells, harvests and rituals. Then we have the artifacts of both the Goldstein sisters, Tina and Queenie. They both have such a different personality, almost opposite. Do you like Tina or Queenie more? Let me know in the comments. Jacob Kowalski Artifacts has got to be his bakery that he managed to start after receiving some alchemy eggshells from an anonymous benefactor as a collateral for the bank. Percival Graves' wand is inspired by an antique conductor's baton, says the prop maker Pierre Bohana. The object that really caught my eye is the scorpion collar pin that he wore. In the introduction of Makusa, there's the very iconic magical exposure threat level parameter as well as the interesting leaf used in Makusa that is operated by the goblin. Here is the permit office where every American and visiting witches and wizards must fill out a permit application if they want to legally possess and use a wand. The Blind Pig is probably one of the interesting plays in the first film of Fantastic Beasts. It is the jazz club run by Nalek, an American goblin gangster. And not surprised at all, just like the Muggle world, wizards, witches, goblins and giants alike all try their hands in a card game. And the jazz band is a mix of goblins and humans. There's the wanted posters of criminals committing of non-match murders, elf trafficking, money laundering and such. The reading material placed in the film is very interesting as these are those props that people usually do not pay much attention to. For example, the books Tina and Queenie required to read during their days in Avermorny. Entering in the second part, Harry Potter. From my previous video, we took a look at Hogwarts and Diagon Alley. From this book, it will be a little bit of both the books, some in a little different highlights, some that are not talked about in the other two books. For example, the introduction about Sword of Gryffindor, and also some of the textbooks used in Hogwarts, like Monster Book of Monsters and Advanced Potion Making. They are all designed by the famous Mina Lima. In the wand section, they talk about the actors and actresses' wands as well as some fun facts about how many wands were actually broken during the filming. Did you know the snake head on Lucius Malfoy wands has replaceable teeth? Because those will often break when the actor uses it too roughly on set. There's just so much about Quidditch, how the production designer decide on how the objects are going to be according to the book. Even the safety gears such as arm guards, helmets, knee pads and goggles, not forgetting the flying broom of course. Potions is one of the popular subjects in Hogwarts, not forgetting how much work the graphic designer Mina Lima has to do for all the potions bottle labeling. Here there is a little bit about the Philosopher's Stone's trapdoor, a few pages about the Triwizard Tournament involving the three largest wizarding schools in Europe. That involves Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, the Beauxbaton Academy of Magic, and Durmstrang Institute. An intro to all the Horcruxes that Tom Marvolo Riddle have created. For the Muggles who doesn't know what a Horcrux is, it is an object or person into which a wizard or witch has placed a fragment of their soul, in which allowing them to live even if their body has destroyed. But in order to do so, one will need to commit murder. The symbol of the Deathly Hallows, which involve the Elder Wand, Resurrection Stone, and the Invisibility Cloak, which the owner of all three makes them become the Master of Death. The three objects eventually find its way into the possession of the Chosen One, Harry Potter himself. Most of you will have known that a pensieve is used to allow a viewer to see memories ciphered from a wizard's mind. Then they talk about how the digital artist created the liquid surface for the pensieve by computer generating effects. You could never miss Weasley Wizards Wizzies that involve so many amazing products. The prop makers stock up with about estimated 40,000 products for the scene. And of course, all the packaging design is done by the famous Mina Lima. Do you have any favorite Weasley products? I personally love their Peruvian Instant Darkness powder the most. The Snickerscope is one of my favorite as well. I got one from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and a very well created pin from Swish and Flick. Here is the iconic Howler that was shown in the Chamber of Secrets. It was sent to Ron from his mother, Molly Weasley, for flying his father enchanted Fort Anglia to school. Another interesting Weasley artifact has got to be their family clock. It shows where all the members of the family are at the time, be it from home, work, school, or in trouble. The Deluminator, also known as the Put-Outer. It was first seen in the first film of Harry Potter when Professor Dumbledore used it to put out the lights along the street of Privet Drive while delivering Harry on the Dursley doorstep. Lastly is the popular favourite of most of the Potterheads, the Time Turner, that allows the user to transport back in time where Hermione got it from Professor McGonagall during her third year in school, because she has an overly packed timetable to attend all of her school subjects. And at the very end, they give us a little make your own wand activity, which I have never tried myself. This is a 93 pages of book, a pretty long flip through video as well. I hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more magical content and follow me on Instagram at @minalicia to see more postings. Don't forget to like my video, and I hope to see you soon next time.